because of this. It's not just strength, it's not just speed. It's something Tyson won't see coming. What could it be? A hidden firecracker in his gloves? A new TikTok dance that stuns Tyson mid-fight? Nah. Jake's confidence apparently stems from an intense training regimen that includes sparring with partners so tough they've allegedly sent him home with bruises, and probably a few stories that start with, "Bro, you won't believe what happened." And of course, Logan Paul had to chime in. During a podcast appearance, he said, "I've seen him in the gym and he's doing things I didn't even know were possible," which, coming from Logan, could mean anything from fighting 3 kangaroos at once to perfecting a double backflip punch. He continued, "The guy's relentless and he's got this crazy move he's been perfecting. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow people's minds when he pulls it off against Tyson." Sure, Logan, we're definitely not picturing Jake attempting to do a cartwheel while dodging Tyson's hook. Now, about this secret move. Jake's been training with experts in biomechanics. Fancy, right? This isn't just about swinging fists, it's chess with muscles. Observers speculate he's focusing on agility, precision, and dodging techniques that even have his coaches questioning if they're training a boxer or auditioning for a sequel to The Matrix. The move we are talking about is generally considered to be his best punch. It is his right overhand, but then with a spectacular twist. But don't think Iron Mike is sweating it. Tyson, known for punches that could probably knock out a freight train, casually brushed off the talk with a smile and his classic line, "I've heard it all before. In the ring, everyone has a plan until they get hit." Nice try, kid. So what's at stake here? On one side, we have Jake, representing the modern influencer era where training montages come with hashtags. On the other, Tyson, the man who could probably KO an opponent just by looking at them wrong, embodies old school boxing legend status. And while Jake insists his secret move will be the ultimate game changer, the world is left wondering, is this going to be the moment we all say, well, I guess Jake wasn't just bluffing? Or will Tyson's reaction be the viral meme of the year? In the end, with Logan hyping up his brother's big moment and Tyson looking like he's just here for some light cardio, one thing is guaranteed. This fight isn't just a match, it's a live-action meme waiting to happen. Get your popcorn, folks. History is about to be rewritten, or at least edited with a sarcastic caption. So, let's talk numbers. Recent estimates suggest this fight could rake in anywhere between $75 million to $100 million in total revenue, which includes everything from ticket sales and pay-per-view buys to sponsorship deals and merchandise. For perspective, that's the kind of money that could buy an entire private island, or at least a lifetime supply of avocado toast for Jake and his entourage. While the official purse hasn't been disclosed yet, experts predict that Jake Paul could pocket somewhere around $40 million to $50 million depending on how many eyeballs he pulls in. This isn't surprising, considering his fight against Nate Robinson alone reportedly earned him $10 million, and his fight against Tommy Fury generated enough buzz to boost his net worth into the stratosphere. With Tyson as an opponent, the numbers are expected to double, if not more. Tyson, on the other hand, is expected to earn around $20 million and possibly up to more when all is said and done. And why not? The man is a living legend. Even though he's decades past his prime, Tyson's fights are still big business. His 2020 exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. pulled in over $80 million in revenue, proving that Iron Mike can still draw crowds like it's 1988. Let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Tyson is old enough to be Jake's dad. The 31-year age difference isn't just a quirky fact, it's a significant element in the narrative of this fight. Jake Paul, barely into his late 20s, is riding the peak of his physical prowess and social media momentum. Tyson, at 58, has been out of active professional boxing for years, and while still intimidating, has different physical limits to consider. This age gap could affect everything from the fight's pacing to the strategies each fighter employs. Will Tyson try to conserve energy and play it smart? Will Jake take advantage of his youth and keep a relentless pace to tire Tyson out? These questions add a layer of intrigue that further boosts the fight's hype and, of course, its profitability. The revenue isn't just coming from ticket sales at the arena, which are expected to sell out faster than a new sneaker drop. The bulk of the cash will flow in through pay-per-view buys, which are projected to be massive. With streaming services like Netflix reportedly in talks to air the fight, this could be a game changer for the world of boxing broadcasting. A deal like this could drive up the price of rights, meaning even more money for Jake and Tyson. Each pay-per-view buy could cost between $70 and $100, and with millions tuning in, it's easy to see how the pot reaches the $100 million mark. On top of ticket sales and PPV buys, the fighters stand to make significant earnings from sponsorships. Jake Paul is no stranger to brand deals, having previously worked with big names that span from sportswear to energy drinks. This fight gives him a new platform to ink multi-million-dollar endorsements. Mike Tyson, whose Mike Bites ear-shaped edibles were a hit, yes, really, isn't far behind in terms of branding opportunities. Expect both fighters to walk into the ring covered in logos from sponsors eager to be part of this high-profile event. Merchandise sales are also expected to play a big role. Custom fight t-shirts, branded gloves, and even limited edition collectibles featuring both fighters will likely fly off the shelves, adding millions more to the total revenue. This fight isn't just about two men pummeling each other for millions. It's a symbol of boxing's current state. The sport, once defined by marquee fighters who dedicated their lives to it, is now experiencing a unique blend of tradition and entertainment spectacle. Jake Paul has managed to turn fights into must-watch events, where the audience tunes in as much for the potential upsets as for the Instagram-worthy moments. Tyson's involvement, however, brings a sense of credibility and nostalgia, bridging a 31-year age gap and connecting fans from two completely different generations. And let's not forget, there's more at stake than just money or bragging rights. For Jake, a win against Tyson would cement his place not just as an influencer who boxes, but as a real contender. For Tyson, this fight represents a last hurrah, a chance to remind the world why he's still one of the most formidable fighters in history, even at nearly 60. The age gap, the money, the hype, everything surrounding this fight makes it a financial and cultural spectacle. Whether Jake Paul shocks the world with his secret move, or Tyson shows him why experience and a mean right hook matters, one thing is certain: both men are walking away with enough money to last several lifetimes. And we'll all be here, watching, tweeting, and debating whether this was a new peak or just another chapter in boxing's wild, unpredictable story. As Jake Paul gears up for the biggest fight of his career against Mike Tyson, you can bet your last dollar or your last brain cell that Logan Paul will be right there ringside, playing the dual role of supportive brother and walking billboard. Because if there's one thing the Paul brothers know how to do, it's turning every event into a business opportunity that would make even the savviest of sharks nod in approval. Now, don't be surprised if Logan shows up at the fight holding more branded merchandise than a pop-up booth at a music festival. He'll probably be waving bottles, prime, and Lunchly snack boxes around like they're holy relics, casually making direct eye contact with the camera every few minutes to make sure viewers know where to get their next hydration fix. What's up, fight fans? Here to see Jake punch a legend? Cool, stay hydrated, stay snacked, stay legendary. It's desperate. The predictions for the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight are about as varied as a buffet at a Vegas casino. Everyone's got a different taste, and most of it comes with a side of hot takes. On one side, you have boxing purists and old school fans who roll their eyes so hard at this matchup, they risk permanent damage. For them, even at 58, Tyson could probably knock Jake into next Tuesday with one of his legendary hooks. Tyson's gonna come out swinging, they say. The man once punched with the force of a freight train. I don't care if he's eligible for senior discounts now. Of course, there's the pesky reality of age. Let's face it, Tyson at 58 is not Tyson at 28. While he might start the fight looking like the tiger from The Hangover, the concern is that by round 3, he'll be huffing like someone trying to find their car in a giant parking lot. Then there's the Jake Paul camp, a mix of die-hard YouTube fans, social media warriors, and those who live for the chaos. They've seen Jake knock out former UFC fighters and survive a few rounds with Tommy Fury. These fans believe Jake's got the youth, stamina, and a right overhand punch that could potentially catch Tyson on an off moment. And by off moment, we mean the nanosecond Tyson blinks or wonders if he left his oven on. Jake's supporters will tell you, hey, he's young, he's scrappy, and he didn't come all this way just to become a Tyson meme. They know anything can happen when you throw together a 27-year-old who fights like he's got something to prove and a 58-year-old icon who's there to show he's still got it, at least until bedtime.